Hey, my name's Brad. This is Beth, Mesquite Life. We're here to talk about the difference in the cost of doing a vacation on a boat and a vacation in a beach house. I'll tell you the first reason why I bought the boat. I got the boat. My mother passed away back in September of last year. And I'm 54. I'm not young anymore. And I work in the medical field. And I've been around a lot of patients, and she made a statement that she wished she would have done this, she wished she would have done that. I've had patients with cancer or on their deathbed that said the same thing, and I just decided I didn't want to be that guy. I want to try to knock out as much off my bucket list as I can, and this is one of them. Back in the 90s, there was a doctor in a local town. He had a cabin cruiser boat similar to this, and he and his family would go out to the in the Mississippi Sound and go to the islands and stay for the weekend or whatever. I thought that was so cool. So with the crap, I did it. We bit the bullet, and it's an older model boat. I mean, I've seen them for sale between $20,000 and $40,000. It's not like you can't get one. They say the boat is, bust out another 1,000. I haven't experienced that yet. Luckily, I've been able to fix everything myself. To me, the boat is just like I've owned campers and I've owned boats. I've never owned a boat this big, but it amounts to, it's like one of those old RVs you drive back in the day that has a big gas engine in it that gets terrible gas mileage. The water pumping system, the water system's just like a camper. The toilet's a little different. It's got, this here has central heat and air on it. That was one of the biggest things. I'm too old to, I'm not gonna sleep in the heat if I can help it, unless it's cold outside. I'm just not gonna do it.
But he's able to work on things. He's always been good with his hands, not in a dirty way. But he's always been able to work on vehicles. We've never had to put our vehicles in a shop. He's always been able to work on them, and we got a good deal on this boat. And so it had some minor problems, but he was able to fix them. So that was a huge plus.
And the reason I bought this boat was the family in Texas that had the boat. They had all the receipts and all the books to the boat, showing what they've done to the boat, and that's what sold me on the boat. Actually, this is a Bayliner. I was looking at a Sea Ray, which costs a lot more. And when you buy a boat, you always get a bigger boat, and we probably will get a bigger boat because we love the marine life. Everybody. There's actually people that live on a boat in the marinas down on the coast, and it's way cheaper than living in a house. I mean,
or renting an apartment.
Yeah, it's like $400 or $500 a month. That includes utilities and everything, and it's like their own little community. Everybody's super nice. Everybody knows everybody. They all got pets and stuff. Of course, we have a cat, but I don't know if the cat's going. But it's just a different way of living. Do I regret buying the boat? No. Do you? No. We've actually making this video. We are comparing. We took a vacation down on Dauphin Island and stayed at a house, and we've taken 2 or 3 vacations on this boat and stayed in a marina on the coast. And it was such a big difference in cost. That's why I wanted to make the video. Can anybody do this? Yeah, anybody can buy a boat. Now this is what they call a yacht. Now I've always thought as a yacht it's something a helicopter lands on. Yeah. I guess you can land one on there, but you better be a damn good pilot. It's yacht certified. It has a little tag on it that says it's a yacht. The insurance company definitely calls it a yacht, and the state of Mississippi calls it a yacht. So I guess it's a damn yacht. It's just a big ass boat to me. But let me tell you how big this boat is. When you're loading it, this is the biggest boat you can get in the state of Mississippi and trailer it legally. If you get to one size above it, you got to have permits to pull it down the highway. So that's the reason I went with this one. because I like to bring it home. I can work on it. We can wax it and clean it. It's right here at the house. I have a truck that can pull it. We just, you know, you can keep it down on the coast. It costs about $10 a foot to keep it in a covered area down there. So that's 280 something, around $300 to do that a month. But I like to bring it home because we only use it a few times a year, and plus we can stock it here, clean it here, fix it here, and I don't know. I mean, it's the worst part is trailer it down there and back, because anything can happen.
But you're a good driver, so.
Well, I've gotten, the older you get, the slower you get, I guess. But anyway, I want to go over this. This kind of surprised me here. I'm going to go over what it cost. I'm going over what we spent last time we went to the beach. Now, this is Monday through Friday, 5 days, 4 nights that we do both of these things. Okay. Just the house that we rented with administration fee, cleaning fee, tax fee, bend over fee. If you take a pet, you got a fee for that. The house for 5 days, 4 nights was $2,136.83. Just for the house. The Dauphin cruise was $350. This is for 4 people. Deep sea fishing was between $1,000 and $1,800. Now, it was around $1,000 we went, but I think it's closer to $1,800 now because of inflation. To go out to the ship island, to take the ferry out there, if you do that, it's $176 for 4 people. The food was $300 or $400, like $100 a day. We're kind of a donut or cereal person for in the morning if we eat.
Yeah, sandwiches for lunch kind of thing. I mean.
If we spend money, we spend it when we go out to eat that evening, and a lot of times we have leftovers we eat the next day. So the food is, you know, when we would go with all the kids, yeah, you spend a crap ton on food, but with just us and a couple, Lily and Larry, it's not that much. And fuel to go down there is like $100 if you drive down to Dauphin Island and back. So that total, you total all that together, is $3,974.83. That was higher than I thought it would be. I didn't realize. But now let's go over the boat vacation, where we drive down to the Gulf Coast and we stay in a marina for 5 days, 4 nights. And we've done this 3 times in the last 8 months, maybe. Well, 9 months, 10 months. All right. Now I'm going high on these numbers. The marina, to stay in a marina where you unload your boat, you park it, it plugs in, you have air conditioner, water, electricity, everything, was $154 for 5 days and 4 nights. Dolphin cruise. Well, we own our own dolphin cruise. Do we see a lot of dolphins?
Yeah, we see a lot of dolphins.
They're everywhere out there. And the more I've learned go out, the more I learn they kind of stay and congregate in certain areas where it's like sandy, shallow areas. They like, I guess they rub their peckers or something there. I don't know what they're doing. Deep sea fishing, $0. We have poles on the boat. We have to get our license for ocean, this sea license. We call it damn sea fishing license, and we fish off the boat or fish off the beach. Ship out and ferry, $0. We just take our boat out to Ship Island, and we have a dinghy, or we can wade in. The boat is 3.5 foot deep as it sits in the water, so that's pretty deep on her, waist deep on me. So we have a little dinghy and get in and paddle to the shore if you need to. Food is around still $300 or $400 because, like I said, we like to eat out at night or in the evening, and we eat the leftovers the next day.
And they have some good food.
Yeah, they really do have some good food. That chicken with pecan pie stuff on it.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember the name of the place. Now, fuel for the truck and boat, each trip is $320 to pull the boat down there and pull it back. The boat, holds 120 gallons of fuel. Now, I have an auxiliary tank on my truck, so I buy the fuel locally because it's like $1.70 a gallon cheaper here than it is down there. So I will put 100 gallons. I can fill up the auxiliary tank, bring it home, pump it onto the boat. So we've been 3 times on a boat, and I've only filled it up once. That was the first time I went down there. We filled it up to the rim. That was $400 or $500.
Mm-hmm.
And the last time we went, it just now around a quarter tank now.
Yeah.
Because the islands are only like 12, 13 miles. Ship Island's only, from Gulfport, it's like 12, 13 miles. If you go to Horn Lake or Petty Boy, you're going to go several more. But the boat, with the phone and the gauges I use, it gets about 2 miles to the gallon if you just get it up on plane and cruise. Now, you can hammer down and get a lot worse probably, but it averages around. We stayed out one night on the ocean, and used a generator at night.
Mm-hmm.
All night, and it still averages around 2. That's what I go as, 2 miles per gallon, even if we use a generator or not. It's just a good rule of thumb. You're kind of covered. I've learned from people that have boats that say they just put enough fuel in it. If you fill it up, it's a lot of damn weight, boat sitting down. They just put enough fuel to run out and do what they're doing and coming back. Well, I'm always scared of running out, so I'm still learning. But the boat gets around 2 miles to a gallon, even if we use a generator. That's the rule of thumb I use. The insurance on the boat is $140 a month. That's top of the line. That's Progressive. The boat sinks to the bottom, cash price. I got about 30 grand in this boat. It'll pay out. It's supposed to. Don't have a boat note, so I can't really put that in there. Starlink is $50. The last time we used Starlink, works out in the ocean. We have the Starlink mobile on this boat. I need to do a video on how
And
to
the main reason why we have Starlink is because of my job. I need internet. It allows me to be able to work on the boat when we're out.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, the cell service around the islands is very poor.
Right.
And if something was to happen, yeah, we have our radios, but it's just good to have service in areas where there is no service.
And the insurance I do have on the boat, if the boat breaks down or something out there, it pays for the tow back to the marina. That's do we go out past the islands much? No, not really. You can go another 20 miles and get out to the oil rigs. She doesn't have sea legs. And
I'm working on it though.
And yeah, the Starlink, get back to that, it's $50 every time you turn it on and you turn it off, and they charge you $50, and you get so many megabytes, whatever. And if you go over that, it's $1 extra each megabyte. I think last time we went, it cost us $68 because the marina we were at did not have Wi-Fi, so we had our own. And she's able to do all her work. She's corporate. She don't want to admit that, but she's corporate. And she's on the phone all the freaking time. But and we don't have a boat note, so that makes a difference. Anyway, if you taking the price of what it costs us to do this boat down there for one trip, is $847. That's 5 days, 4 nights. We go out to the islands, we fish. I don't see us suffering at all. We have air conditioner and TV and satellite, and you have everything.
Now, you do have the risk of something bad happening, like your boat breaking down and getting towed in and whatnot. But even if we can't venture to the islands and we're just staying at the marina, it's still fun and it's still cheap and there's still a beach. And so.
And don't think you're going to get on this boat and sleep like you're on a waterbed or sleep like a baby. Because I thought I wouldn't have a problem sleeping on it, but the problem is this damn thing can sink.
Yeah, that's the biggest adjustment. It's not trusting the boat.
So, the first time we went out, every 2 hours I'm checking bilge pumps, and I'm checking under where the engine is, and I'm worried about. We're walking on the beach. I'm staying looking back to see the boat still floating. We don't have a problem with it, but it's that when you go to sleep, one of us is always checking everything. The bilge pumps are working. We'll kick them on, kick them off. It might get better with time, but right now I can't sleep with a crap on this thing. 3 or 4 hours and I'm up. About every 2 hours I pop up checking everything. And the last time I went, it got better. I slept a little longer, but this damn thing sink, and there's crap in the water that can eat you. I'm 54. I can't swim like I used to. I never was a big swimmer anyway. I'm sure I can swim a lot further than I think I can, but
we watch too many movies, and we're from the Delta. Yeah. We're from inland, and
one of the first movies. The first movie I saw as a kid was Jaws, and I didn't even want to take a bath after watching that.
But I will say we are. I think it was really risky. Maybe you can call it stupid, but after we bought the boat, we took it straight down to the Gulf and stayed the first night at the marina, and then decided, and this is November, and decided to take it out to the islands and stay the night at the islands. Now, November, you're gambling. It could be, westerly winds, or it could be northerly winds, and the winds changed on us, and found a boat that you don't know, and you're not aware of all the issues wrong with it. For us to be staying overnight in November on the islands with northerly winds is not a good idea. It was not a good idea. That was actually kind of stupid, but what's that? Can't be an experienced sailor until you, what's that saying? Can't have.
Till you sink a boat?
No, I can't remember that. But we gained some experience that night.
Oh, a lot of experience. Like she said, we bought the boat. Didn't know anything about the boat. Never been on a boat this big. Went straight to the ocean thinking, I know the lakes and the Mississippi River. I was raised on that. I feel real confident with those. Well, we go out 30 minutes and I'm already high and dry. Now, I didn't know exactly what high and dry meant. I thought high and dry was like when you run it up on ground and it's dry. No. Just because it looks like there's water there doesn't mean it's deep enough. This boat's 3.5 foot deep. We went high and dry like 30 minutes. That's the first time we took it out.
Not once, but twice.
Well, we got no,
we got high and dry on the way
back.
Up to going to the island, and then we got high and dry on the way back. No. But you got us out.
Yeah, it don't count if you get out. Now, the first one we got high and dry, I had to call a guy. What marina was that? That was
I can't remember the name.
Captain something marina.
Captain Wharf.
Yeah, super nice, man. If you had the only thing I didn't like about the marina is that you have to go through rivers and stuff. That's how we got high and dry, because you got the green and red, orange posts. Well, at the Mississippi River, you got a leadway on both of those. Well, you don't in the ocean. You get on the other side of that post, it's going to be something.
We were a bunch of noobs in a boat.
Yeah. But the marina, the guy, was it Trey that worked at the marina?
Trey.
Super nice. Everybody there, yeah. Everybody was super nice. And the marina's really nice, got a really nice restaurant beside.
And they have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, and they have Wi-Fi. The only thing bad about it is you got to go down some rivers and under 3 or 4 bridges to get to the ocean. So that's why we stayed at Gulfport Marina the next time, because it's right on the ocean. Which I'm thinking now, to get to Petty Boy, I think it takes longer to go from Gulfport that way than it is to go from Captain Morris. Now, Captain Morris is kind of like, it's in the rivers, there's restaurants out there and stuff, but it's encapsulated, there's no waves or anything like that. Everything's kind of like encapsulated with land and everything. But yeah, high and dry is a real thing. And I experienced it. It cost me $500. $500 to get out of that one. And then we got high and dry on the way back, but I was able to back it out of that. Now everywhere we go, if the water looks shallow, she's freaking out.
Trauma.
Because if you, the water comes up at night and drops in the morning. So if I do rub a little bit in the evening, I'm not worried about it because the water's still coming up from that moon phase crap. We call it
the tide.
The tide. Yeah, I'm still learning. Can anybody do this? Yeah. You can screw up some shit. This ain't a ski boat. I hopped in it. I've owned 4 or 5 boats, nothing this size, but I feel like I could drive one pretty good. I can back them. I mean, it's not, I don't have a problem driving. Now you'll see she's got videos posted of us doing stuff out on the ocean, but she doesn't show any of the bad weather we went through. The locals call it choppy. In the Delta, we call it hang on to your ass. You finna die. What are you thinking? Because choppy to them is, I don't know, 6 foot, white capping out in the middle of it. You know, I've learned you start seeing white capping, you better start getting somewhere because it don't take long for it to get really bad. A boat this big can handle some big waves, but the wife can't. And,
I don't get seasick. It's anxiety. But I worry. All the worst case scenarios play in my mind, and it's kind of intimidating being out there, and no one knows where you are.
Yeah.
And if something bad happens, you know, it can be extremely dangerous. But
yeah, I mean every fish out there's got teeth. Everyone I've caught, and of course there's sharks out there. I'm gonna catch one day. I want a great white. But anyway, the difference in the boat vacation and beach house vacation is $3,127.83. Taking 3 trips on this boat, and we've already saved over $9,000.
yeah, true.
$9,000.
I mean, the boat is gonna
another 6, 7 trips boats pay for.
Yeah.
If you look at it that way, that's crazy. We love the marinas. The ones we've been to, everybody's been super nice, and it's pretty cool. I mean, it's really cool. It's actually, it's crazy how cool it is. Everybody's super nice, and it's just, you know, just, I don't know, you're sleeping on a boat. It's different. I mean, it's kind of like a camper on water. And it's, you know, I guess if you had a boat note, these numbers would be different. Now I need a boat to go to the Caribbean. Or the Bahamas.
Yes.
I believe I can do it. Or the Keys. I believe I can do it. Might be one way, but we can do it.
Yeah.
High and dry. That might be the name of the next boat, High and Dry. But anyway, that's what started us posting these videos, is this freaking boat. And that's the reason why I bought the boat, because it was on my bucket list. I'm getting it off.
But we would be in the Gulf more often. But we have, you know, we have jobs. He has a job. I have a job.
Yeah,
and we have a daughter that's a junior in high school. So
yeah, Miss Lily.
Yeah, you know. But we have plans in the future of being down there more often than not. Let's just say that. So, but right now we're kind of staying put and
enjoying life.
Enjoying life, and you'll see snapshots of us going to the Gulf when we have time to go.
Yeah. I do some more marriage counseling on the side.
Yeah.
But anyway, like and subscribe if you like us, and there'll be more videos coming.
And thank you for all the support. Go ahead.
Esquin out.